Oftentimes, we as a species are haunted by strange dreams and evil nightmares, but there at the end of the tunnel, in the bright of day, lies something very astonishing and marvelous and very presentable. And this thing is called Heavenly Album Covers. And we continue right here, to unclog our backlog of album covers that have been awaiting further annotation and presentation here on the Heavenly Album Covers YouTube channel. These next 5 or 6 albums have been waiting just to be displayed and demonstrated and narrated here. And let's start with this album called Magnavox Presents, a reprise of great hits starring The Association, Count Basie, Harper's Bazaar, Don Ho, Barbara McNair, Nelson Riddle, and Frank Sinatra. And Magnavox was, and still might be around, Magnavox made television, so here is a image of singer Frank Sinatra in a most likely Magnavox TV set, a portable, and I assume that this album was given away free at Magnavox stores or in television supermarkets or department stores. So this looks like a promo album with reprise artists, and here's another list of all the artists that are on this album, and there's the liner notes that are very small, too hard to read right now. And the more interesting thing is this cover with this image of Frank Sinatra inside the television screen. And here is the beautiful kind of brown orange reprise records with all the songs and song titles. Frank Sinatra does Come Fly With Me, and Harper's Bazaar does Feelin' Groovy by Simon and Garfunkel. So that's Magnavox Presents. The back of this album cover is actually kind of moldy, so I won't be placing that near expensive records. Next up is Boots Randolph, and Boots Randolph was, for some reason, very popular. His albums are ever present in record store boxes and elsewhere. It's as if he was very popular at some point, and he kind of disappeared, because I don't know where Boots Randolph ended up, but apparently he was very famous and well known. It looks like he plays a saxophone here. This is, I'm assuming this is Boots Randolph. I don't know for sure, but he's looking very carefully and sternly at the camera. And he's got a little watch on, and he's on a kind of a big stool. This is on Monument Records. I believe that was also Roy Orbison's label, Monument. And there's the Monument record label in stereo. I guess his big hit, Boots Randolph, was Yakety Sax. And there are the very kind of bland liner notes on the back. And next up is someone named Red McCoy, country and gospel of Red McCoy with the Sons of the Soil on Mount Vernon Music Records. And Red McCoy looks very impressive here. He's wearing a bolo tie, very dark brown suit. He's doing a stare-off with the people who are looking at this album cover. He's just staring very intently and immensely. And this is a beautiful album cover. Some great hand-done lettering. His name, Red, is huge. His last name is equally as huge. And the two descriptive bunches of text are very clear and informative. And let's see if there are any more photos of Red. There are none, and but the back cover echoes the front cover lettering. It's just an amazing set of lettering. And they talk about Red McCoy down here. He was born in Louisiana in 1929. It's a beautiful back cover, really. And let's see what's inside here. It's a very heavy record. It's got some weight to it. This is the MVM, not MGM, but MVM, Mount Vernon Music label. And so that's the impressive and the ever-staring Red McCoy. Next up, our second to last album, I believe, is by Marty Goldberg, Plays for You. It's an exciting musical sound. It's banjo instrumentals down here. This lettering at the bottom is just, it's almost invisible here, but it's very readable if you get it up really close to the camera. And there's a banjo. I assume Marty Goldberg played or plays banjo. This is the property of KPMC, maybe a radio station. This looks like it was stamped on this album cover later. This looks like a custom cover. It's on Vega or Vega Artists Records. And the back liner notes are just kind of typical of an album like this, custom kind of do-it-yourself album cover, just kind of nonsensical and throwaway liner notes. And here is the Vega or Vega Artists label. It's amazing. It's I've never heard of Vega Artists, and this came out in 1972. That is Marty Goldberg. No photos of Marty, but we have a depiction of his banjo there. And finally, in this demonstration of backlogged album covers, we have Fingers Mahoney, and his album Honky Tonk Piano. If you're a veteran record collector, you know that there are lots of honky tonk piano albums in record bins around the world. I don't know why. I think honky tonk piano music was big for a few months back in the mid-century, 20th century. And here is someone, it's possibly Fingers Mahoney right here. He's playing honky tonk piano for this woman. This woman she's being sultry and evocative here with the piano player. He's got a stool. She's all dressed up, and the album itself, the cover design is really balanced well with all this red and pink, and it's hard to compose compositions with just a couple of colors. It's very difficult, and this album cover pulls it off. Whoever designed it was a master or mistress. And we have some practically dull liner notes talking about how Riviera Records are designed for your pleasure. This is on Riviera Records, and it's got a kind of a plain, kind of a dull, standard record label. So that's Honky Tonk Piano, and that finishes up our last bunch of backlogged records and record covers.